Welcome back to Clubhouse Chronicles, the place where the central Illinois music scene gets loud, proud, and unfiltered. I'm Twitt, your host with the most for speaking of stories, the sounds, and the struggles behind the bands that are making waves right here in your backyard. Clubhouse Chronicles is the official podcast of Broken Record Music Club, your favorite independent record label bringing you music for whatever you are going through. With that, let's buckle on up because this isn't just a podcast. It's a front row ticket to the heart of your indie music scene. And if you are from Illinois today, I'm sorry, we're not hitting the central Illinois music scene today. We're venturing out beyond our comfort zone of Illinois to our neighbor out west. And I'm talking about the state full of corn, Iowa. There is a band out there that really grabbed me about 6 months ago following the release of their first EP, I'm Watching You and I Want You to Succeed. If you haven't heard of them before, you should now, and you should definitely check them out. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to learn more about the great artists of Radical Creature. I'm sitting here with Annie McCann, Jonas Ackerman, and Jack Semler. Welcome to the Clubhouse, guys.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I am so glad you guys are here. Like I was saying a little bit before we started recording, this has been a long time coming. I've really wanted to learn more about your band and the music that you guys are making because I thought your first EP was really good. So I'm super happy to have you guys in the Clubhouse today.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're so kind to us.
We're glad you're watching us and you want us to succeed.
Yes, it's almost like that.
A lot.
I found you guys in such a crazy way, though. I think I saw Annie comment on one of our artists' TikToks, Jenny Scara.
Oh, yeah.
And that you could relate to the athlete struggle that Jenny talks about in one of her songs.
I remember that actually.
So I don't go on TikTok anymore. So that was one time I had just gone on there, reposted a bunch of Jenny's TikToks and liked her stuff, see what she's been posting. And I saw your comment and you're like, no way, I do the same thing. And so I clicked on your profile and I was like, oh shit, these guys are pretty good. And then I figured out that, you said in the comment that you're a student athlete as well, Annie. So I was jacked up because I was a student athlete too.
What did you play? And where?
I played football. Yeah, hell yeah.
Where at?
I was at Western Kentucky first, and then I went to Purdue.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got out there. We were all right. So I'm again. I got thrown into this world of Radical Creature, and I didn't know literally anything about you guys other than that little bit that Annie was a student athlete and you guys made cool music. So why don't you start letting everyone know a little bit about yourselves and your journey into music?
Who wants to start? Who should we go first?
Annie, go. Okay. I know you can always talk.
Yeah. Okay. I guess for me, my dad was a worship pastor when I was a kid, and I always grew up around a very, very musical family. And then I finally got into guitar when I was 15, and my dad hated it. He when I lived at home, I was convinced that I was just so bad of a musician. Because he'd be like, "Wow, Annie, you sound really bad." He would come to my room, he'd be like, "Can you turn it down? You just sound bad." I'd be like, "Oh, okay. I'm sorry." And so then when I came to college, I was just really, really insecure about my music and just anything that I would make or do, because my dad was just he convinced me that the type of music I made was not what people would want to hear. And so then I just kind of finally started to break out of that and just do whatever the hell I wanted. And now I'm here.
And now look at you.
Now look at me go. That's about all I got, honestly.
For me, it was a similar story. My parents actually met in a band when they were in college. So I lived around music my whole life. They played instruments. My dad showed me a lot of music growing up that kind of built my music taste. And coming to college, I came to ISU. I started meeting all these people who were working on music, and I really wanted to I wanted to get into it. I wanted to make something for myself because it's a blast. We've known each other for a long time, actually.
This is my husband.
Yeah. We go way back to
Way
middle
back.
school, actually.
Yes.
So we're roommates, and we've known each other for a long time. So I feel like we have a lot of
Roommates.
overlapping. Roommates. We have a lot of overlapping, like
Love.
speech, love. Yeah. Speech patterns. Sometimes we dress and look the same, so we get a lot of like, are you guys dating, or are you guys siblings, or are you guys cousins? And it's really funny.
We were twins one time.
Yes, people asked if we were twins. I don't think we look that similar, but yeah, me and Jack are day ones. So
And then I just
he was
kinda
just
like,
here. And
I
he
just
appeared.
showed up. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I kind of started out in this after-school program. I started out as the drummer, and then they threw me onto the keys, and then into a little bit of singing. Wasn't too good at that, but I started pretty young, just playing some shows here and there. But I always wanted to get back into it, and these two came along, and we're like, "Yeah, let's do this. Let's create a band."
Now, I need to clarify for the listeners out there, because ISU is Illinois State University in Illinois. And I know you guys are talking about Iowa State University.
I was thinking
The other
go
ISU.
Cyclones.
Yeah, the worst ISU we go
Clones.
to.
We hate the Hawkeyes.
Yeah. No, me and Jack are actually from Iowa City, which is where the Hawkeyes are from. So we're kind of
Yeah.
conflicting, but
Okay, well, you're Iowa State swim and dive fans, please.
we're fans of Andy, so I guess
Gotta
we'll
be
go
at
Iowa
least that.
Yeah, and that's all I need.
Sports deserve way more funding.
Yeah. Most deserve way more funding. Oh,
So you kind of started talking about this, but when did you all like make that decision to get together and start creating music as Radical Creature? Like, was it a process? I mean, Jack, you and Jonas were friends already, so you guys knew each other. And then Annie came along. So like, what drew you all together, and then what led to that moment? Like, why don't we make music?
Well, me and Jack were living in a dorm. We were living in like a dorm room together last year, and I had just gotten Ableton on my laptop. Like I was working on I had the free trial and shit. So I was just kind of starting to learn how to produce music, and we were fucking around doing some like bedroom music, really lo-fi, but it was fun, like learning how to do all that stuff. And then Annie, on the other hand, you were kind of like writing your own stuff for that year.
yeah.
Right.
Doing nothing with it. It just kind of
But you were
sat in my dorm room.
yeah, you were doing a similar thing.
Well, you always play it for us. You'd come through and just play every single one.
Yeah, we met Annie through some mutual friends
Some
at some point. Yeah, at some point last year.
he
And
just came into.
she's a really great
cahoots.
guitarist, so she would play guitar all the time for us. And then fast forward to the beginning of this year, when me and Jack moved into our apartment that we're in right now, recording from. The three of us were hanging out right before classes started. We were kind of like the first three people moved in, so we were out on the porch, kind of enjoying the last of the summer. And we were like, we were just kind of shitting around, and we were like, we gotta make some music together. And then we were like, should we just make a band? And that's how it started. That's it.
That's
I mean, we were all just like really excited to make music
And we
in
were
our
like,
own
well,
ways.
we all like making music, and we're
Yes.
all really good friends, so we should probably just do it together.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was that simple. I mean, it just kind of fell into place like that.
I mean, it is always going to be good to have a band with your close friends.
Oh yeah,
A lot of good results come of that. Typically, I mean, better than a bunch of strangers.
yeah, definitely. It's a curse and a blessing, but usually a blessing.
I've never felt cursed. I love you, ladies.
There's
For
only
yourself.
You
Only
curse
love
us,
around
Andy.
here.
You curse us. But yeah, that's our origin story. Our pretty
The
underwhelming.
origin story.
pretty dark.
We got lore drops coming in.
Yeah, you know.
Well, how did you guys come up with the name? That's just my curiosity.
We were talking about this like a couple days ago. We were still sitting on the porch, and we were like, dude, we don't know what to name the band. And I texted my girlfriend, and I was like, we should, like, can you help us come up with band names on Snapchat? Because we had, like, I had just met this girl at this time. like a
we
few
didn't
days
even know
prior.
her.
Like,
We hadn't even met her.
I was just
yet,
asking
so.
her, and she was like, Radical Creature. And then I read it aloud, and we all go,
Say
Wow,
that.
What was the other option you had?
we were going between the bears and me.
Yeah,
Fuck
Between
with
the
that.
bears and me was the other option for some reason, but I got a glad Radical Creature.
Yeah.
That was like the only other option.
I keep it
for
between
us.
the bears and me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We just were like, yeah, we like that.
Perfect. And then like the little rabbit guy on your EP, like that. We'll get to that later because
Yeah.
the kind of transition a little bit to Annie. You know, I mentioned at the top that you know I noticed that you were a student athlete. I'm a student athlete. Jenny's a student athlete. It's like been something that I did for a majority of my life, and I know sometimes it can be tough to go from such a competitive atmosphere to a more creative and open and inviting atmosphere. And it's just so polar opposite. And how has it been operating while you're still active on the Iowa State dive team?
It's honestly, it's not been too bad because my freshman year, obviously we weren't making music, doing anything. I was just I would play in the dorm rooms. My teammates would listen and I would play for whoever would listen to me, really. And then this year I was injured. So I was out the entire year. I had a hand injury and I had surgery in January. I wasn't competing. I wasn't really doing anything. So I actually got to like lock in and focus on music for the first time in my life. And it like yielded some fun results. And so now I'm just like, well, shit, how do I actually do it? Because I don't know.
Now you have to go back this year and do
No,
both.
I like actually have to figure it out.
And you're in 2 bands.
Yeah,
so.
because then our other band and this band will text me for like, hey, can we do practices or can we do the show? And I'm like, I have a meet and I'll be out of town. So,
Yeah.
every single weekend. So it's a little bit rough with like planning things, but I've still been able to keep like creativity and like focus on music through athletics. And Iowa State is pretty good about that. And the Big 12 in general, recently they did something where they would post like a bunch of the athletes. Like we had one of the swimmers, me, some of the football players, and they would like take little videos of themselves talking about like their passions outside of sports. Like some of them, we got to post videos of us playing, like talking about music and stuff, which was pretty cool. So that's like out there in the world. I don't know.
She's basically famous.
Yes.
You, Annie.
Wait, can we send them the video of you
I was gonna
getting your hands?
say the video
Can-
of Annie getting her injury is ridiculous. It looks like so
They've got
painful.
They've got the video of it and frame by frames because I hit my hand on the board and like crunched my finger this way and it like tore all the ligaments
you
and
bent
stuff
it
in
like
my hand.
this? You
No,
like,
I bent
your
it
fingers back
this
right?
way.
Oh,
I bent them
you
sideways.
bent your fingers sideways. It
Yes.
looks like gruesome. It looks gruesome, but
I was chilling. I was
We were
just,
still trying to play.
I was like, okay, so can I just put some ice on it, eat a cheese stick, and go back? And they're like, no, you need to go to the
you're
ER.
out for the season.
I was like, bruh.
Was it like at a meet or was it at practice?
It was at our first meet of the season, first event against South Dakota State.
So unlucky.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
was just, doing my dive, and I left the board, and I was like, man, I'm skying. Like, this is going to be so good. And then I hit the board, and I was like, oh.
Some people feel right.
I
My
don't
fingers are going
like-
in direction they're not supposed to.
completely locked out. I was like,
Oh my
oh.
God.
And my dad texted me. He was like, how's the meet going? And I said, hit my hand on the board, headed to ER. That's the only thing I could type because I didn't have my other hand. I sent him a picture of me like the giant like Samson. I was like,
Oh my God.
he was so bad at me.
Now that we know a little bit about your backgrounds, our listeners out there, more likely than not, haven't heard your music before. So I want you guys to describe your music and what makes someone a true Radical Creature fan. Like, who would be a fan of you guys?
Losers.
Probably no one.
Yeah. Bozos, just like bozos. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of our friends. Obviously, we're still like pretty local. And as of now, we haven't played a live show as a band. So you're probably our most like fringe fan.
Yeah.
Like our
We got somebody from the Netherlands.
Oh, okay. We
And
have
Australia,
one
that might be
listener from the
Dude, that
Netherlands,
might
so
be
we don't know. But
And like 3 people in like Spain.
Yeah, Spain as
But-
well. Let's.
Radical Creature fans, I would say, are probably just people who are open-minded, who are willing to like
Yeah.
give a project a chance that they've never heard of. And you go on Spotify and you see that like 82 monthly listeners number. It takes a certain type of person to be like, yeah, let me check this out, this looks kind of cool. Someone who's like scouting for shit that nobody's heard yet.
Pretentious bitches.
For
I was there first.
For context, we are nowhere near 80 plus.
Yeah,
monthly listeners.
Really?
No.
We're at like 23.
Oh dang! All right, we're less famous than I thought.
Yeah, like,
we're really
it's
washed
like
up.
we're-
Wait,
pretentious
cut that out,
people.
cut that. We have 1 million monthly listeners. We are blowing up right now. And if you're not jumping on this train, I'm sorry.
gonna
you're getting
hit
left-
you.
Yeah, you're getting left behind.
Yeah.
God. No, like, I don't know. I
Claim your day one status, day one
Yeah.
Radical Creature status now. Yeah, I don't know. Our music is whimsical. It's kind of
It's vulnerable.
it's
Yeah.
It's honest.
it's amateur in some ways. We're
Yeah.
still learning a lot of this stuff. So I think the people who listen to us are people who like have some tolerance for that.
And need to be like, yeah, this is like the shit I listen to. How about you? Like, like
Yeah.
like a little bit pretentious, and they're like, yeah, I'm cooler than you because I listen to
Oh,
this.
no. Our fans are nice. Our fans are nice.
No.
No, they definitely wouldn't put us on the car to bomb.
No, I mean anybody who listens to small artists and supports art that isn't popular, I feel like is nice, and we appreciate them.
Yeah.
We appreciate all of our listeners.
All 23 of
If
them.
you listen to us, if you give us any amount of time, thank you.
You're a
Like,
Radical Creature.
We
fan.
hope you
You're-
enjoy the
yeah,
little
yeah.
experience we tried to build.
It doesn't take much.
Even if you listen on mute, because a bunch of my friends told me when our album or like our EP came out, they were like, yeah, I was just trying to get you guys streams. And just like,
They were farming for us. That's ridiculous.
I was like, dude,
We need it though. We need it.
put it like
Good for the algorithm.
Yeah.
This week leading up to this interview, you probably got like 50 streams on one song, and we'll talk about that one song. But you definitely got a lot of streams out of me this week.
Yeah,
I was like-
I know what that is.
When you guys messaged me, I was like, oh my god, yes, I get to listen to this project again. And it had been like just the right amount of time before like I kind of like I remembered that it was good, but I didn't remember like every song. So like, I got to go back and like re-listen to
I
it,
don't even know all our songs.
like rediscover it.
Yeah.
Wait, we wrote this?
But yes, so now you know kind of what a Radical Creature fan looks like to everyone listening out there. But I want to touch on this EP that they released earlier this year. I'm watching you, and I want you to succeed. There's just a lot to unpack here before we even get into the music, because the title and the artwork on it. And I need to know what the story is behind both of these interesting elements for your release, because once you start diving into the music, I think it does start to make sense, but I want to give a little context before we get there.
Yeah. Well, it kind of started last year. I just realized, actually, I want to go back and say I've been saying last year, referring to our like freshman year of college, which was actually 2 years ago. Now that it's the beginning of the next year, but that doesn't matter. The timeline is fucked up now, but it doesn't matter. Last year, actually, when Radical Creature was kind of in full swing, we were starting to like build this catalog of music that we were like, okay, we might actually be able to release something. It was kind of the middle of winter. I feel like the emotions that were circulating, just like independently with the three of us, were kind of like there was a little bit of isolation. Like the cold months in Iowa, it's totally barren. I think it's one of the worst places to be during the winter. Everything is brown and gray, and it just kind of makes you depressed going outside when there's no snow on the ground. But in this kind of slump of the year, we were artistically at our highest point. When we're all sad, we're kind of making the most music, of course, when we're in our fields. But just randomly, I was working on some stuff for school, and I was doodling, and I had been seeing rabbits everywhere. Like I would go outside and I would go for walks at all times of day, and I would always see rabbits kind of like sitting in the bushes or on the sidewalk, like watching me. And I don't know, it just kind of gave me this idea, and I was doodling, and I drew the little white rabbit, like the first version of it,
somewhere around here.
Yeah, it's in a notebook I have somewhere. But I gave it a little speech bubble that said, "I'm watching you and I want you to succeed." Because that's how I kind of felt with the rabbits. Like they were watching me, and like not, they don't run away from you sometimes. They're not scared of you. They're just watching you do what you do, and they don't really care. And that's where that drawing came from. It was just kind of like a doodle I made, but I really liked that idea, and I felt like it kind of captured the feeling of loneliness that I wanted to go for the EP.
Well, especially with like the album cover and whatnot, when I was talking to our graphic designer with it, I wanted to keep it as like a view that all three of us would see constantly, especially while working on this album.
Yeah.
So that is like, the cover is just a photo from our backyard. Like that's
It's like
something.
it's near our
Wow.
That's where the rabbits are from. So we're like, I guess in my mind when I was talking to Alyssa about creating this cover was, I want to keep it as uniform as possible. Like the music came from here. I want the album cover to take place in the same place that the music was created from.
Yeah.
I just want it to be interconnected.
That's where that promo video was filmed, like right outside there.
Yeah, on our Instagram, we use that space a lot because I think it kind of like captures that feeling of being trapped in the Midwest. Like that view just makes you feel like you're sitting in a cornfield in Iowa so much.
Oh,
That's perfect.
Yeah, there's that one water tower.
Yeah,
going on forever.
Yeah, right.
Very relatable in Illinois too, especially in the winter months. Like it's so dreary, and
Yeah.
although you got the old snow on the ground, it's all dirty
It's all
and
brown.
crusty, and you're just
It's like a
like,
bunch of
when is this gonna end?
Yeah. But yeah, that's I think that's kind of how we were all feeling when this music was getting made.
It's a very emotional project. Like you could hear some different stories being told throughout this whole thing. And so now that we've covered the art and the title, like let's break down like it's only 4 songs, so we have the capability of doing that, which is great.
Yeah.
Each one of them are so unique, and they have their own story that they're telling, but yet they all come together and tell like this cohesive story. Like you're kind of saying like that. You feel the dreariness, you feel the winter in the Midwest feel.
Right.
That was a goal then as you were writing to have that be the overarching theme, or was it just something that kind of came out as you were writing?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times the second meanings behind our music just kind of appear when we realize it, if that makes sense. Like we make the music out of our dumb little brains, and then we're like, oh, this kind of like makes sense, and this relates to some other thing that we're thinking about a lot. So then it kind of like falls into place.
I think we're
like
just unoriginal.
I was gonna say we just like choose broad categories.
Yeah.
From there, but we're not original.
Like we just don't have a cohesive thought, and it just kind of like comes out sometimes, and we all just we think the same thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
God.
3 of you sharing the same brain cell.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It is only
Passing
one.
it around.
If that.
If we put our heads together, we can all use it.
Yeah.
If we're lucky. God.
That's why we record everything on this couch like this. We just all have our heads stuck together so we can think better.
Well, my favorite song on the EP is the last track, "The Setting Sun," and it's the longest one on the EP.
Yeah,
It's tough for me to put into words how much I like this song, because this is the song that got like a ton of streams on me. I probably streamed it 30 times the other day when I was driving home from work, because I was just like so captivated by the different elements, and I was just like kicking out little pieces, and I was just like, oh man. It felt very like a little Midwest emo-y, but not all the way.
yeah.
For listeners out there that are familiar with the Central Illinois scene, I consider it like similar to like an Emily Howe track, or like a Liz Allen track, with like that kind of the voice and the instrumental behind it. Like I feel like it would fit perfectly on one of their projects, but it has such a deep message, and it's like emotionally grabs you. Like it's so like the instrumental is very moody, and then Annie, your vocals are really special on it. They like shine and like bring it all together for me. And
Thank you.
yeah. So beyond the, this chaos that it ensues when you guys are like trying to put something together, like was there that one felt specifically like there was like a deeper story there that you were writing about?
Yeah.
For me, I wrote that one fall semester, not fall, that's a lie, spring semester of like freshman year, when my girlfriend and I at the time were just kind of like breaking up in the process, like the months before. And you can like just kind of feel it.
Yeah, when you know what's about to happen.
Yeah, like you know it's about to end, and you're just like, well, shit.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do? And you're just kind of like going back and like tracking things, and like the moment that it kind of hit the fan. And at that time as well, I was reading a book called The Setting Sun by Osamu Dazai. I definitely said that wrong, but I'm trying. And shout out this dude. He's like Japanese from like the 1950s. He's this cool dude. And there was like a lyric, or I guess a word, sentence in the book that really got me.
It turned into a lyric.
It did turn into a lyric. And it's carelessness leads to conflagration. And I just like, it really stuck out to me. And so I put it in like my notes app in my phone. And I was just like kind of in the writing mood one day, and I just kind of like spit it all out. And it was just like, I kind of attributed that to like a relationship of like with anybody really, of if you don't pay attention to these things and you don't like actively try to like water this friendship and this relationship, it's just not going to work out. Like you have to give a shit about something for it to work.
Yes.
And it was just
explain what conflagration means.
Conflagration is basically just a giant fire. Like that's all it is. It's just a big ass fire. And like, I don't know, we kind of pulled clips from the LA fires, because when we were producing it, that's kind of what was happening in the political climate of the world.
That was the big news when we were kind of finalizing the song. And I think Jack was like, because the theme of the song is like fire, and Jack was like, well, these fires are going on, so let's just like watch the news. And then we pulled those clips, and I think kind of like that's when the deeper theme started to reveal itself to us. That was the step in the process. We were like, oh, I mean, this theme of mistreating something and having it burn to the ground applies really well to relationships, friendships, romance, but also like what is happening in the world. I mean, the mistreatment of the world is causing it to set fire.
Well, especially because in that case with the California fires, it was just defunding of programs that would prevent wildfires.
Yeah.
And originally that song was just like me and an acoustic guitar that was out of tune in the demo that I recorded. And it was just me moaning and groaning about my ex-girlfriend, being like, wah, wah, wah. And then I think I did my first take from my garage band when I sit in my closet and I recorded my mic between my toes because I don't have a microphone stand. And I have to hold it with my toes.
All right. Well,
this is true. This is a true story.
We're new at music.
Okay, well, I think it worked well. I think I just kind of...
Oh, I mean, it kind of matches the roughness of the song. But, yeah, I think those... like hearing people in those interviews talk about the wildfires, you can kind of hear this like shock in their voices when they're talking about the sheer like power, and you can tell how scary it was for them. You can tell how intense it was to see like everything they know burning down. And I think that's kind of parallels with how you feel when you're on the brink of a relationship collapsing. Like you kind of feel everything just burning down in front of you. I don't know, there's this almost a sense of desperation, like why is this happening? How can I stop this? And you can't, because it's too late. If you don't care about something, it turns into a big fire.
Yeah.
Literally, that is a
Turns into
literal
a big fire.
that is a literal rule, and that happens to everything. If you neglect your partner, they will burst into flames. And that's what the song's about.
One way or another.
Radical Creature, we're not only musicians, but we're also physicists. That's the setting sun. I mean, a lot of people feel that way, I think. A lot of people, I think, feel almost like addicted to it. It has like an addictive quality to it, but you don't know why. But it's intense. It's really raw. I love that song.
It's very raw.
The interview choices that you chose from like the news, like they added that, like, I feel like it's Midwest emo kind of feel to it. And that's what like added. It's just something that I liked a lot about it. And it wasn't even that, like, you could hear it okay, but it was just like a random spot in an interview about a fire, so it could have been anything.
Yeah.
But it was just like so random. And then you hear Annie, and it's like so she's bitching and moaning about her ex and whatever. It's like everyone can relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's
awesome.
my personal favorite. It's not their favorite, but it's mine. So.
Well, no, it's
It's definitely one of my favorites.
It's
I don't
one
know.
of my
I wouldn't.
4.
That's why we gotta make more music, because there's only 4 songs to pick from if you want to choose a favorite.
well, no,
That's
there
terrible.
will be maybe 5 soon.
Well, that's what we set this interview up for, is that
Yeah.
there's a specifically a new release that we're here to talk about, and that
Right.
it's on the way. So tell us about this new release. You haven't said anything about it other than that it's coming.
Yeah. Well, it's a song. We can say that for sure.
We can't say if it's good or bad, but it
No,
is a song.
I mean, were you gonna say something?
More songs might follow. I don't know. That's
Yeah. Well, we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
This song, it's good. We've teased it a few times on our Instagram, so I don't know. Is it in like the highlights?
It's in the highlights, so it should be.
Okay.
in the
If you
votes
go
highlights
on our
if you wanna see
Instagram, in our highlights, you can hear this new song, a little teaser of it before it comes out. But we're hoping to release it. Our goal to release it was for the 27th.
26.
26. Sorry, a day before this episode is supposedly coming out. So if the song is out by then, go check it out. If not, it'll be out soon. Stay tuned, and it'll be lovely. You guys will love it. It's a great song. We worked hard on it. It's definitely like our most in-depth, polished piece of music. I mean, like between the release of the EP and when we started making music for something else, when we started our new batch of music, we'll get to that later. I feel like we all kind of improved a lot as musicians, and starting these tunes has made us a lot more confident. The music just sounds better. Our recording sounds better. Everything, it just sounds a lot less like it's our first music that we're ever making as a group. So that's like exciting in and of itself. It's really great to have every subsequent release. I'm more proud to show it off.
And I think the cool thing about this song is it's our first song that we've all written together.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, all the other songs off our last EP, it was kind of like I wrote them and I'd bring them to the group and be like, hey guys, I wrote this. Like, do you want to add more and let's finish it? Or Jonas or Jack doing that. And this one, we gave ourselves a 1-hour songwriting challenge. And we just like sat down and just started writing together. And then it just kind of kept going from there.
Yeah, we all wrote for it and we all sing on it. So it's our biggest collaborative effort. It sounds stellar. I can't wait to put it out.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Interstellar, baby.
Yeah, new music. That song is coming out really soon.
It's called Ingy Bingy.
It's called Ingy Bingy. No, we don't have a name for it yet. We actually haven't named it yet. We put all our songs on my computer. We have it all saved in my Ableton. And when we like start the song, when we get kind of like a demo going, or the song starts to go somewhere, like become anything, we save the file and we just kind of name it like a random sequence of syllables. Like it's just kind of
Grundle.
All of our songs are called Frimpy. Like Wimpus or Frimpy or Ginky or some shit like that.
Number 6 and number 6.
Number 6 and Numer 6. We have, but yeah, our hardest, like making the music is really not a struggle at all. The hardest part is naming the songs for us.
Speak for yourself.
We're speaking for you.
Every song that I write comes with a name. And you guys were like, what should we name this song? I was like, well, it talks about this a lot, so we should probably just name it that.
Nah, I like to get creative, though. I like to get creative. Yeah. Name it something unexpected.
Yeah, name it something it should never
name it Bingle Bop.
Bingle Bop.
All the songs we release from now on are gonna be called some random shit, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
No. We'll give it a real name that makes sense. But it's coming out soon. Get ready, everybody.
Get ready. You said some interesting things in that last answer about more music. So I want to ask, what else is on the horizon for the rest of the year? Because now you got me wondering if there's a bigger project here, and that would be very exciting for me.
Yeah, go for it.
So we would love to say within the next year there will be an album out, but we know it will probably take a little longer than that.
Yeah.
But we have been working on a bunch of new music.
We have a lot of songs.
So we just need to finalize, finish, create more, through that process. But hopefully within the next year, earliest,
there
will be an album.
Within 365 days, I'm fairly confident we can have an album out. We've all agreed that it's possible for us. We have pretty big schedules this next year, like you were saying, Annie's scatter diving stuff. We all have 17 or 18 credits that we're taking for our classes, so it's gonna be a whirlwind. But we're really passionate about the music we're making right now. So a big project is in the works.
All right, you guys, I'm setting a calendar reminder for me a year from now. If it's not out, you're gonna have a horde of angry people.
You're gonna have to remind us. Hey, did you guys make the music yet? No.
Oh, we forgot about that.
So Jack is our drummer in the band. He is the Radical Creature drummer, but up until this point, we have had zero access to a drum kit. So, Jack is effectively
I'm like young
not
Neil.
Our drummer. Yeah, Jack has been like young Neil from Scott Pilgrim up until this point.
Hey, I've ridden.
Yeah, no. Now we actually have a drum kit. We got an electronic kit for our apartment, so we don't piss off our fucking neighbors. Like drumming at all hours of the day. But now we can jam. Now we can record music live and still, instead of doing everything through the DAW. So it's really nice. Our workflow is only improving. We're on the up and up, the exponential. We're hoping for big things coming.
The typical artist trope, big things coming, praying hands.
Praying hands emoji. Shrug emoji.
the little devil emoji.
It's gonna be
tongue sticking out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a freaky album.
I am fired up to hear that you got more music coming out. I am gonna keep my eyes peeled for Ingy Bingy.
Oh yeah.
And anything else that comes out anytime soon.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for it. And everyone out there listening should be too. Definitely recommend you go check out their first EP. It's Radical Creature on all streaming services. 4 songs. It's like 20 minutes, not even. So give it a listen. It's fire. The Setting Sun. Listen to it like 10 times. It'll really give you the real feel of it.
The more you listen, the more you like it.
Very true. We're on our last question. We did a good job getting through a lot of stuff and telling people all about Radical Creature. And typically how I end these interviews is I ask bands or artists, like what their favorite part about their community is and what artists they like in Central Illinois. But since you guys are not from Central Illinois, I want you to put some of your favorite local artists on our radar.
Ooh.
Tell us what bands or artists that we should take some time to check out that are some of your favorite.
A good buddy of mine, his name is Roby. He's in this local band called Tease, Teaze, and they're really, really good. It's like kind of like house type. They have this song called Copy Copy, which is really, really good. I really like that one.
Shout out Tease.
Shout out Tease.
Shout out Witch Tit. One of the
Witch
best
Tit
like
is so
interactive.
hard.
I guess they just interacted with the audience in an amazing way, and they sent us on this like mystery goose chase hunt. I don't even know what you'd call it. Like it was like some lore, and then we ended up burning a bunch of stuff. It was cool.
They have great local shows. They only perform on full moons. So if you're ever in Ames on a full moon, look out for Witch Tit. Boot Camp from Iowa City.
Ooh,
some great
yes.
punk music. They're
Psyop.
Yeah, Boot Camp and Psyop. Our friends Lucy and Evan have a group called Dead Name. I'm not sure if they've released music yet, but their other group, Girls Are Scary. They make music to twerk to.
Yeah, Fear Boner. Fear Boner's pretty cool.
Yeah, we have some friends in Iowa City of a band called Fear Boner.
I'll do a shameless self promo. Jack and I are in another band. It's called Votive, Votive. And yesterday we finished filming our first music video for our first drop for a song called Skateboard. It's more rock, pop, punk type beat. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's pretty fun.
It's great. Check out Votive.
Oh,
so
also, look at me. Look at me. I have been listening to so much of this. They're local. Vices and Goodbyes is such an amazing song by them.
And I'll say one more is Hello Fellow Humans. We played with them. Votive did at one of our shows a couple months ago, and they're really funny. They're like Midwest emo, like the whiny men who can't really sing type of beat, but like you like that. that is my jam. So I really liked them.
One more. What about Display Case?
Display Case is
Oh,
awesome.
Are they from Ames?
They're from Des Moines.
Okay, Des Moines band.
They're like Des Moines.
They play shows in Ames
Hard
a lot,
rock.
though. We love them.
Yeah, Votive also played with them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
As barren as Iowa is, there's plenty of talent. There's plenty of cool, creative people. Even when we hate our state, we love our state.
Well, it shines with so many like house shows and just like bar shows. Like if you're in Iowa and you're looking for something to do, there will always be music going on somewhere. Like you just have to look around. There's so many bands here that are not found yet that you'll see that
Lots
have like
of
20 monthly listeners.
Diamonds in the rough.
It's like they should have so much more. There's so much talent here that if you're looking for people, the future people to interview, there's a lot of cool people here.
Oh yeah.
I will keep my eyes peeled, that's for sure. Like some of these band names were crazy. Fear Boner? Come on. Like I am obligated to listen to a song by Fear Boner.
It sounds exactly how you would expect.
Yeah.
Exactly how Fear Boner makes you feel.
Oh, there's also a bovinophobic bile puddle.
Shout out.
Well, shit. Time to look into some Iowa music, I guess.
Yeah. Come to Iowa. Enjoy the corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably fried butter somewhere.
Fried butter.
Yeah, come have some deep fried butter. We have it everywhere. That's what I was like.
Yeah. We only eat butter, beer, and corn.
and pigs.
And pigs.
Don't forget.
There's more pigs than people, you know that?
You don't need anything else. You just need that.
No, yeah, we have it all here. We have it all in the great state. No, but thank you for branching outside of your local scene and having us on. We appreciate the opportunity so much. It was really nice to.
It was a no-brainer for me. I was so glad that when you messaged me, I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Really excited to sit down and talk with you guys. And
shout out to Jenny for all of this. She's our hookup for this. I just like randomly came across her on TikTok one time and I like commented and like followed her and she followed me back and now we're just like casual acquaintances through TikTok.
I want to meet. Is it Motus?
Motus.
Motus. I really want to interact with them. They seem really cool. they seem really cool.
They're a bunch of cool guys. They're we're gonna have to figure something out. Try to get Radical Creature to Central Illinois or some bands down your way. We'll vice versa because I don't know. I just really would love to hear you live. Love to hear you play and hear more music from you guys. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today and on a Sunday.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for having us.
Chatting with me. I appreciate it.
It was lovely to be on. It was nice to meet you.
Awesome.
Everybody, check out Radical Creature. Check out Votive. Today, make yourself 3 eggs over easy, and feed them to the first person you see.
And then take an uncooked egg, throw it in the air, and if it lands perfectly, you'll know. You'll know if it lands perfectly. But if it lands perfectly, don't eat the bacon.
Don't eat the bacon.
I don't know what that was. Don't eat the bacon.
That's it. Radical Creature's final goodbye.
You're never hearing from us again. The band is disbanding after this.
So the interview was the last straw.
Yeah.
Our final message to the world. Thank you for having us on. Feel free to cut out any of our
Gibberish.
our ramblings. Yeah.
Our rants.
But you should know they are all prophetic. Like, it doesn't make sense now, but you'll get it. Soon you'll get it.
Yeah.
Soon,
It might
soon
even be
it'll
on the
make
next
sense.
album.
Yeah.
Soon you'll get it.
Well, as I said, be sure to follow our friends in Radical Creature on Instagram at radical_creature and over on TikTok at radical.creature. Really easy to follow, really simple name. It's exactly how you think it's spelled. So just go out there and do that because they deserve more love. And be ready for Ingy Bingy coming soon.
Yeah.
Links to their music will be in the show notes. So go on down and listen to I Am Watching You and I Want You to Succeed ahead of this new release. It's a quick listen. You guys will enjoy it. I promise. I can't put it into words right now, but it is chef's kiss. I enjoyed it. If you like Central Illinois music, you'll love this. So be sure to check out our friends. Give them a follow. Give them some love, even though they're from Iowa. We love them. We love Radical Creature here.
Despite our being from Iowa.
Our very big negative trait.
Yeah. Thank you.
I would give them a follow if they just weren't from Iowa.
That's the deciding factor.
If you take away anything from this interview, well, we don't care if you listen to our music, it's whatever. Just don't come to Iowa. Stay away. Thank you.
Well, just like that, that's our show. You've been hanging out with Clubhouse Chronicles, where the sounds are hot, the stories are hotter, and the vibes absolutely off the charts. Don't forget, hit us up at our new spot on Instagram at ClubChronPod for all the updates, news, and more on this podcast. For all things Broken Record Music Club, we are still over at Broken Record Music Club across socials for you to check on all of our artists and other cool things that we're up to. We should, at this point, I think, have our recap of our pop-up show, courtesy of Austin Corley, who came out and shot some video of the event. So hopefully you check that out over on our YouTube page, which we're so happy if you're there watching this right now. It really helps if you go down there and you hit the like and you hit the subscribe button so that the bands that we have on our show can get filtered to new people and hopefully expand their audiences, get people listening to them, because bands like Radical Creature deserve to be discovered. There's so many good bands out there that are lurking below the radar and they need eyes on them. So this 2-second thing that you can do would go a long way for the artists that are on the show, our platform, so that we can keep doing this. So if you have time to do that, please do. We thank you all for listening, first and foremost, but this is just a little something extra that if you do it, it can help a lot of people. So do that shit, please. But until next time, keep it loud, keep it proud, and remember, Central Illinois is where the music magic happens. And sometimes Iowa. Peace.
Thank you, Broken Record Music Club.